Shalom, Shalom. This is Yair from GMS Savannah coming with another lesson. But first and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, which rule well and teach well, and to the Akim, as well as the affiliates pushing this 100% truth and sincerity by risking their lives to do so. Shalom. And also to the hopeful elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as speckled birds scattered amongst the heathens that have the appearance of the heathens, but their father's seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and also referred to as Israelite foreigners. But today's lesson, we're going into is these females out here, man. I think this, you know, these, two women I believe they are Israelites, possibly Northern Kingdom. But it's just straight madness out here, man, in Babylon right now, and we coming in some rough days, but a lot of these programs that these females that are having with all these children, it's going away. It's not going to benefit them like it has in the past. DJ done got in office and changing up everything, man, on these females, man. And so, hey, a lot of things they've been doing in wickedness in the past, man, is coming to an end for them. But let's check out this video, and then we're gonna do a still shot. Then we're gonna pull some scriptures.
One thing I'm sick of having to explain is why I have 8 baby daddies. Okay, so I'm explaining this one time for y'all, so it won't be any more questions. Okay, let me explain this. If you have one and you take away one, you have 0. But if you have 8 and you take away 3, you still have 5.
That's straight madness right there. That's straight madness. You know, the logic that doesn't make any sense, man. You see how these females are using their logic of breaking down these kids. It's crazy. It's out of control. It's straight madness. You know, but keep that energy when the famine come. You got these kids when there's no food. It already said in the Bible what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. You're going to get hungry. And you got all these kids. And we're going to see how that's going to work out for you. But see, these women here, man, are going to be frontline, C-hip line. These going to be your women that's definitely going to anticipate, because they don't, they down under the umbrella of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. And these women, man, are not supposed to be taking care of kids by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But they made this choice. Like we always say, a woman supposed to be with one man their entire life. But see, in Babylon, this is a subject of sleazy right here, man. Trusting into the system. And then you're going and having these kids from these different men, and just like this chick right here, Jolie Jarvis, Vince, about struggling to raise 3 kids by 3 men alone. I'm tired, y'all. Yeah, I bet you are. You weren't tired making them. And just like, Jolie is tired. And this time, she's not keeping it cute or quiet. In recent social media posts, the influence and professional dancer gave fans a rare glimpse into her emotional, exalted exhaustion as a mother of three. Jody, who shares children with rapper Bow Wow, Future, NFL player Trayvon Diggs, vented an unfiltered clip that has now sparked both sympathy and serious online debate. You know, she said, "I'm tired, y'all." She said, "It's like having two kids is one thing. Having three kids is like having 10. I need a break." You know? But like I say, these women, they just, they dealing with gentlemen that got money. They not dealing with average Joe you know, on the streets. You know what I'm saying? These guys got money. And hey, if something not working out here, she moving on to the next one, man. You know? You're supposed to be with one man your entire life. You females, man. That's Israelites, because the heathen women can do whatever they want to do. This is for Israelite women only. Israelite women only. The heathen women, you can do what the hell you want to do. But see, these women, they come from a royal line, man. You supposed to act like that. But we know that a lot of these females are 2/3. Here in Babylon, Sleazy made these women the way they are, man. That's why they like they are now. And it just straight madness. And so, like I say, Jacob trouble around the corner. These women don't have nobody to help them. So this is why they're in such a predicament now, man. These kids need to have a role model in the house, and they don't. They need a male figure. But when you got all these different baby fathers, man, that's a lot of different spirits inside you. All these kids are half. They don't have the same father. They got different fathers. So you got all these different spirits, that you brought in this earth, and it's straight madness. This the other lady and these other women that having these kids, this how the YN start, man. A creation of Sleazy. Madness. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, who gives a damn if she tired? That's her problem. But we just trying to like our elect women that, hey, hey man, just deal with one man, calling on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, being a righteous woman, here in Babylon. Don't follow the ways of these 2/3 women, man, because they follow the ways of the heathens. That's why they're in the predicament they are, man. They see these heathens doing this on Housewives of California, New York, wherever they be. Them heathens, man. You don't follow those ways of them. You royalty. You be with one man and that's it. You don't have your children, scattered from different men. You know what I'm saying? Polluting your body. Because, those, that sperm that go in you stay in you forever. You got all that connected in you forever. And it's crazy, man. You bring the spirit of these YNs in here, man. It's just straight madness. And these, like I say, the Israelite man, you have these children, you're supposed to take care of them. But like I say, in the kingdom, these women won't be, they won't, this would be non-existent in the kingdom because a woman going to be with one man for eternity. And you would never have this right here happen in the kingdom. So that's why we ready, man, for the kingdom to come. We ready to get the hell up out of here, man. And we sick of seeing this madness right here. Just sick of seeing it, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. 100%. Let's hit some scriptures here. And like I say, with our women, Israelite women, they love, right here, Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. They stay on the horse and they trust in the chariots because they are many, and in the horsemen because they are very strong. But they look unto, they do not, but they look not upon the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Our power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the knowledge to do that, man. They trust in Egypt, man, to take care of them. You know, having all these kids, man. You know, they want to go and put them on child support and all that. And that's what they, you know, they believe in. You know? But we supposed to be righteous, man. Not wicked. But that's what a lot of women like to do. You know what I'm saying? They like to trust in Esau's system. And that's just not the way to do it. Cause like I say, you know, these kids, you know, YNets and YNs, you know, they out here, man, out of control. You know, you got all these different spirits in your body. Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughter, give ear until my speech. You know, the Lord tell you how a woman is supposed to carry themselves into the kingdom. You know, carry themselves here in Babylon, Salaki. You know, it's in the scriptures. You know, you think of having children from this guy and this guy is something cute. It's not. It's an awful look. You know, it's definitely being careless, man. You know, that's not the way to carry yourself. You know, us being Israelite men, we can go and have other children as long as we can take care of them. You know, and a lot of these women are not built to take care of these kids by themselves. It's not designed for that. But they depend on sleazy E to help them. Ecclesiastes Sirach 25:19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her, man. So like I say, yeah, the wickedness fall upon these Eves out here. And you know what I'm saying? They sinning, going man from man to man, you know what I'm saying? And this portion of hell is falling on them. You know? They're not being righteous. But you know, like I say, you know, we just here to just tell the ladies, you know, hopeful elect women that's following Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, don't follow the ways of these harlots, man. These women are heartless. You know what I'm saying? There's no righteousness in them, man. And then, you know, these kids, they bring these kids in, you know, it's crazy, you know. That's how you have all these YNs and YETs out here, man. You know, being a plague out here in society because they have no direction, man. These wicked spirits they have in them. Of the mother with all these different children, all these different men. Seed in them. You know, Jeremiah 4:22, for my people are foolish, they have not known me, they are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that goes back to these 2/3 women, man. They stupid. You know? They love money at the end of the day. And you know, like I say, a lot of times these women, they like, you know, these artists, rappers, and athletes. You know, that's what they migrate to. You know, they like the money. They want to be comforted here in Babylon, man. You know, they can get, you know, another one under their notch under their belt. You know, and it's just wicked, man. We see it all the time. But like I say, when Jacob trouble come, You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff, it's gonna be resolved. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna definitely ruffle the feathers of a lot of these women, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have no, they don't have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They're gonna be in them C-hip lines. You'll see. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they believe in this system, man. This broken system that's going down the drain. Proverbs 6:26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. And that's what it is. Women look at what a man can do for them. So if they got money, the first thing they want to do is try to put a child on. You know? You supposed to be with one man and that's it. Have all your children. That's how it was back in the ancient days, man. Even, 40, 60 years ago. Women had children for one man, man. They didn't have all these different baby daddies, man. You know, our great-grandparents, man, had 11 and 12 kids, man, from one man. But see, in Babylon, you know, it just make you feel comfortable. You can just do as you want. You know? You go to the guy that's got the money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just wickedness. You know? And just straight wickedness, man, to deal with these women, man. You know? And a lot of times, you got to stay away from these females, man. You know? It's definitely be hard to even, you know, you want to bring that problem into your life, and she's tired. You want to become a part of that and be tired with her? Hell no, you don't want to be a part of that, man. You don't want to be a part of that at all. You know, that's just straight wickedness, man. And Jeremiah 4:22. I don't think I said this one yet. For my people are foolish, they have not known me, and they are Sodom's children, stupid children, and they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Yeah, people are stupid, man. You know, you get you one man, and like I say, Israelite man, you get with these women, you know, you have children, you take care of them. You know, like they say, sex is marriage, right? You know, so I'm pretty sure these women have been with other men before they even started having kids with their, you know, first baby daddy, man. So, you know, that's adultery. Sex is marriage. But here in Babylon, you know, hey, you could divorce them, get money, put them on child support. And none of this shit gonna happen in the kingdom, man. None of this foolishness is gonna happen. But here in Babylon, hey, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So, you know, they get all these laws, you know, get the man, hey, put you in these projects or whatever, and it just awful, man. It's just awful. You know, you bringing in these children, man, that's out of control, man. And that's mainly who a lot of these kids are in the prison system, man. From this type of lifestyle, man. You know, these different spirits in them, man. You know, it's just crazy, out of control. And we see it, you know. But you hope for elect women of Israel, man. Hey, don't be like this. Get you one man and that's it. You know. And if, you know, hey, sex is marriage, something happened to that guy, you know, hey, then you can go on to the next person. You know what I'm saying? But we know we in Babylon, man. And we didn't know this truth years ago. I didn't know this. You know, but hey, we just have to tell our people, man, once we know better, we do better. And that's the main key. In 2025, you know better to do better. You know, don't follow the ways of these other women, man. And guys, don't follow the ways of these other men. You know, you gonna have kids. Take care of these kids, man. Take care of these kids. You know, you can have as many as you want, but just take care of these kids. You know, but like I say, a lot of times these females, they something else, man. They once you don't hold up to the standard they want, they on to the next guy, man. And like I say, that hell gonna come upon them, man. You know, a condition right here on earth. Hell gonna come down on them, man. Like I say, Jacob's trouble is around the corner. But I hope this will edify to the sheep and lamb, Kwon Yasharala, on to the next lesson. The water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.